What does it take to make decisions? Let me be more specific. What is it like to make decisions that affect millions of people, knowing that a mistake may wreak havoc, but a small success may spur massive change? Well, this is exactly what policymaking is all about. It is made up of quiet, seemingly boring moves that can bring great results. Case in point, India's school dropout rate. It has halved over the past 2 years, mostly thanks to a small policy shift that began 3 decades ago. And this is not the only example of its kind. So what is the key to bringing change and unlocking solutions to complex challenges? Here's a report.
The year was 1995. India launched the Midday Meal Scheme. This was done to improve enrollment, retention, and nutrition among students from disadvantaged groups. It provided free supply of 100 grams of food grains per child per school day. In 2001, this changed. Children started receiving cooked midday meals instead. This was for primary school students. And in 2008, the scheme expanded to include students from classes 1st to 8th. It all may have started as a small policy move more than 30 years ago, with gradual changes along the way. But today, this scheme is the world's largest school feeding program. It reaches out to about 12 crore children in about 13 lakh government schools across India, and it has helped achieve an ambitious goal. The Indian education system has recorded one of its sharpest gains in recent years. Dropout rates have nearly halved in the past 2 years. This is according to a government survey. And if the current downward trend continues, India can achieve near-universal school completion within a decade. This sharp improvement is thanks to a structural turnaround in retention, meaning more children are staying enrolled and completing their schooling. It has been made possible with policies like the Midday Meal Scheme, but also targeted scholarships and incentives for disadvantaged groups, an improvement in infrastructure that has made learning more accessible. Experts say this showcases the impact of slow and steady policy moves that silently spur massive changes. But this is hardly the only example of its kind. Take India's forest cover, for instance. It has increased by 2.5% between 2011 and 2021. It is a modest change over the span of a decade, but a notable one. And this growth is thanks to the several conservation programs across the country that started quietly but mushroomed over the years, promoting the protection and plantation of trees. And this is what policymaking is all about. There are slow, incremental shifts. But there are also times when decision-making needs to be fast. We saw this during the pandemic, when the world witnessed a range of different responses, from closing borders to restricting movement of people and mandating masks. But whether it is fast or slow, one thing is common. Policymaking is a never-ending process. Every small decision can affect millions of people, and the key is to unlock seemingly simple, even boring answers to solve complex challenges. But it is not as easy as it sounds. Making policy is really difficult. It is rarely straightforward, and no policy is perfect. Whatever the decision, the effects are almost always uneven. Plus, policymaking is a multilateral effort. It includes civil servants, elected ministers, researchers, generalists, and specialists. All kinds of people influence policies. And at the very heart of it are the communities that are connected to the challenge. They are impacted by the problem, but also influence the solutions. There is no magic bullet for good policymaking, but for real impact, all you need is one policy shift that works.